breed, you don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. South Point facing 3rd down and 9 from their own 33-yard line. Brent, I don't have them down for a first down in the second half. They had a long touchdown.
Yeah, it's been all Shelby. 3rd and 9, and they go with the hard count, and they don't get Shelby to jump. They call timeout. So we'll take it to 6:43 to go. South Point 44, Shelby 37. Stay tuned.
You'll be first on race day with a stop at Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. You'll find a full line of auto parts. They've got it all, and they even carry racing fuel. So before you head out to the track, get your racing fuel from Kings Mountain Auto Supply. Give them a call at 704-739-0391. In addition to great prices, you'll get friendly and knowledgeable service as well. Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. Open Monday through Friday from 8 till 6, Saturdays 8 till noon. Like them on Facebook, too.
Big play here, 3rd down and 9 for the Stallions from their own 33. Got to get to the 42.
They are a big play offense, though. And let's see what Shelby's got dialed up for them.
They got 2 receivers right and 2 wide left. They're going to throw it. Pressure. He gets the pass off. It's caught.
By
Jen
Rett.
First down
to
the 45. That was a great, because the
it was a great throw, great catch. The coverage was good, but that's the first down for the Stallions in the second half.
12-yard catch. And again, Camden McGill, where have you been? That was a great coverage there, and pick 6 just a moment ago.
They had an 83-yard touchdown pass. Is their only, really gain in the second half. Now, that's a big gain until that play.
Well, they've gone with a 2 running back set this time, and they've got an extra guy in the field who just now got off. So now they got a guy off sides, it looks like, over there. And anyway, handoff, no flag. That's kind of a strange.
Yeah, it looked like they never. The end over there next to the sideline never got set.
Never got set. He was moving it, and then he was standing across the line of scrimmage, so it was just weird. Thompson gets 3.
Down to 5:55 to go. 2nd down and 7 for South Point. The ball is on the South Point 48.
What's interesting is they've gone full-on delay, take the clock down, run the ball, and let's work the clock. Whereas earlier they were going as fast as they could. And now the quarterback pulls it, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and that was Santana Hopper.
They may give him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's because he fell forward. And, again, big quarterbacks, as we said before, 6'5", 227. And I'll tell you what, he might be a couple of biscuits over 227. I mean, he's big.
Yeah,
and not fat.
No.
You guys that are listening to us, I mean, you're just hearing it. We can't show you the pictures, but he's big.
He really looks like Cam Newton. I mean, size-wise,
he looks like Cam Newton.
Yeah. He's the biggest guy.
He's the biggest guy. He's the tallest guy, and as wide as anybody on the field.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 7, 4:47.
And it's a handoff.
Nope,
fake over the middle, tipped in the air, incomplete.
Shelby
4th down.
Forces 4th down. Wow.
I honestly, about, half an hour ago thought, if Shelby can just not lose by 28, they can build off of this game. Now, their confidence has to be sky high right now.
Absolutely. So 4:40, 4th and 8, or 4th and 7.
And this punter's got to be thinking, heck, last time I punted, I got blocked. Do you bring the heat here? or do you take your chances with a drive to tie it?
Our receivers.
And here they come, and they almost get to it. And it was Hopper again, and now the punt's muffed. I don't think it was touched. It's going to be a big call.
Shelby's ball.
All right. Wow. The Shelby return man came up to field it, and it hit just in front of him and short hopped and went right under his arm. And he did a great job to just say,
Yeah.
if he had made an attempt to go backwards, the referee may have thought. But anyway, it's the 12-yard line.
4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Shelby, who was once down 44-14, is now cut it to 44-37. They have the ball, but it's deep in their territory. 1st and 10.
Lee to throw it, and he's going up top, but overthrown. And I wonder if he thought Thompson was going to go to the outside instead of the inside. But
yeah, Thompson was running a post, and he threw it like it was a flag. So, yeah. And again, so many.
When I say I'm going on a run in the morning, I mean.
So many of the pass plays now are the receiver and the quarterback have to read the secondary.
Right.
And it's not like the old-fashioned days when run a post pattern, run a flag pattern. 2nd and 10.
Lee to throw it.
No, he held on to it too long.
He did exactly what he hasn't been doing, which is he pump faked and brought it back, and then he got sacked. And he got sacked inside the 5, so it was a big sack.
Yeah. Actually, they're going to put it back at the 5, and that was very generous.
Yeah.
Because he got sacked at about the 2.
So that still loses 7. And now it's 3rd and 17.
Neither team has done very much when they've had to start back inside their 20.
They really have not. So look for South Point to pin their ears back, and he's got to get rid of it quickly. He does, and it's caught by Hamilton, and he's
it's going to be just short.
Great tackle.
How many times have we talked about that, too? They make the tackle, they're marking it at the 18.
Oh, wow. So he's well shy. So it's about 4th and 4.
And Shelby is lining up to go for it. 3:11 left. Try to draw them off here.
Man in motion. And you're right. Clock's at 10. This may be a hard count. They don't go anywhere. It might be a timeout here.
Yep, timeout, Shelby.
All right, timeout. 2:51 on the clock. 7-point ball game. Back after this.
Mean a McDonald's run. Like to get the crispy chicken biscuit. It's made with a crispy, juicy, and tender chicken filet on a warm, flaky biscuit. Try one for breakfast. Mix and match the crispy chicken biscuit, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any two for just $4.39. You know it's going to be a good day when it starts with a McDonald's run. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
All right, folks. There's 2:51 left, 4th quarter. Shelby faces 4th and about 4.5.
From their own 18-yard line.
They're down 7. Timeout situation, I think.
2 timeouts each. 2 timeouts each.
Okay.
That's the first timeout that Shelby's taken in the game. They didn't take any in the first half. There's really no reason to take any in the first half. It wasn't like I was questioning the decision not to take any, but
so the goal line's
here we
going
go.
For it. Why not? Lee to throw. He gets rid of it quickly. It's
right through.
Broken up. Now, he threw a bullet on the slant, but you got to throw that. You got to throw the slants lower into the breadbasket because it's hard to catch it when it's high. Intended for Thompson, incomplete. That turns it over. It's not over, but you got to get a stop here and use your timeouts. South Point takes over at about the Shelby 18. It's a lot more fun calling this game in the second half, I can tell you that.
It's definitely been more fun from our perspective.
McCrory to throw it. He looks right, and he's caught, but the receiver had his knee on the ground, so it's just going to be a gain of a couple. And
Shelby takes timeout. It's the second timeout for Shelby.
All right, we'll take one, too. 44-37, 2:36 left.
It's all you can eat. All you can eat ribs each and every Thursday at Pat's Cafe in Shelby. And these ribs are guaranteed to stick to your ribs. All you can eat. And on Tuesdays, it's all you can eat boneless chicken wings and popcorn shrimp. And don't forget about their big Sunday lunch. And see Pat's Cafe in Shelby for all of your catering needs. They deliver, they set up. You just relax and eat. That's Pat's Cafe, 1235 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Second down and 8 for the Stallions. And, you know, Jeff, that was gutsy to throw the ball with 2:36 left.
Yeah.
A 7-point lead. Because you throw it incomplete and you basically give Shelby a free timeout. Fortunately for them, they did complete it. It was a 2-yard gain to Husky. And now it's second down and about 8 from the Shelby 16. And they've got Sims in at running back, and he'll get the handoff, and he gets a couple more down to about the 13.
So Shelby takes their last timeout. So it's going to be third down and about 5.
Yep, we'll take one more timeout, and we'll be back with the big third down play.
Are you planning to remodel your home, or maybe you're considering building a brand new home? Either way, you see Willis Flooring in Shelby with hardwoods, plus laminates and sheet vinyl, vinyl plank, Cortec flooring, plus carpet by Mohawk, Shaw, and more. Also shower doors, glass and quartz and granite and Marsh cabinets, and one of the largest selection of tile in this area. Willis Flooring, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby. Call 980-404-0965. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, third down and 5 here for South Point. 44-37, South Point leading.
Sims with a handoff, and this time he gets a hole into the end to about the 2-yard line, maybe the 1. And that might just do it right there.
It was a nice run. Shelby had him bottled up, and he bounced it out to the outside and made the run. Only the second first down of the entire second half, but it is a huge one. Now, they do not have to snap it until about 1:40 left. Shelby's out of timeouts.
First and goal at the 1.
Still out of the shotgun. Be nice to see one of those bad snaps that they've had a couple of times, but nope. Handoff to number 2, and he does bounce it into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Sims in from 1 yard out, and that just about does it. There is a minute 50, which is, time to score, but you got to get 2 scores and you're out of timeouts. It's going to be a tall order for the Golden Lions, but they sure made it exciting here tonight.
No doubt about that.
And this has got to be a confidence builder for Shelby, not only hanging with one of the top teams in South Carolina, but also the fact that they were down by a lot and showed the ability to come back.
Most definitely.
And they did it defensively, special teams, and offensively with a couple of pick sixes, block punt for a touchdown, a safety, and a couple of scoring drives. And extra point by DeStasio is good as 51-37. We'll keep it here for the Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff. And
it has been a long game, but how many passes, Brent? Has there been 100 passes thrown between the two teams?
McCrory has thrown 34, plus a pass by somebody else. And Lee has thrown 35.
So 70 passes.
Yep.
And
70 passes. DeStasio's got it teed up.
150 remaining in what has been an interesting ball game.
What's funny is I feel like Shelby's defense has really played hard and hit hard, had a couple of, 3 defensive touchdowns, and they've given up 51 points at the same time. Ball bounces at the 5, taken at the 3, and a pretty good hole out to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and into South Point territory, and I believe that was Kamari Howes on the big return to the 45, and now he's holding his leg, which isn't a good sign.
No, we don't need him to have to hold his leg.
And now he's hopping on 1 foot to the sideline, and so, gosh, let's hope that's just a cramp. Got some speed.
Yes, he does.
That is for sure.
He's walking like it's a cramp.
Yeah.
So 1:40 remaining in the ball game. Shelby has it on the South Point 45-yard line.
Cruz Scott brings the football in. Lee back to throw. He's airing it out. He's got a man over the middle. Trapped or caught?
Trapped.
All right, that was Mays.
Nice looking catch, but the back judge said it skipped off the turf.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely
possible
low.
It
did that, yep. I mean, Mays tried to plead his case when he came up, but
yeah. But it's not too easy to short hop those things anyway, so.
2nd and 10. 4 receiver set. And ball's on the ground. Lee can't get on it. Now he falls on it. Now it's still us, and South Point's got it.
Yep.
And that's going to do it. And that was
Shelby's
just
first turnover of the night.
Yep, and that's what happens every once in a while. You start backing up on the low snap, and you can't get back to it because your momentum's going backwards. He tried to reach down and get it, and he got it, but then it slipped out from under him, and South Point recovers at the Shelby 45 with 1:23 to go, and it's probably all she wrote. Exciting one here, though. That thing is trigger happy. I didn't even touch it. So I'm expecting victory formation here with Shelby out of timeouts. And that's what we have. It's the Shelby victory formation, though. It's still a shotgun, so he's going to lose about 6 yards of meaningless yardage. Call it 7. And the clock's going to run down to about 35 seconds before they have to snap it again.
To be honest, in a situation like this, when both teams realize the game's over, the officials really need to go ahead and let you milk that thing big time.
Oh, yeah. Last thing you need is some person that's not real happy with the outcome to.
Yeah.
So they snap it, down it, and
that should do it.
Yep, McCrory blows a kiss to the Shelby crowd, shakes hands with the Shelby players, and it was a nice gesture. It was thanks for letting us come here, and you guys were great.
Well, what looked like it could be a particularly ugly game, Shelby put a scare into the South Point Stallions from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and the final score will be South Point Stallions 51, Shelby Golden Lions 37.
Yep, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with our Stamey Funeral Home post-game show. We need to get you to the studio post-game show as quick as we can, so we'll get our players of the game to you as soon as we can. We'll do that after this break.
It's hard to stop a train, especially when it's a train heating or cooling system from CSI Mechanical in Shelby. CSI Mechanical in Shelby is Cleveland County's and this area's train dealer for sales and service. Whether it be residential or commercial, CSI Mechanical and Train is there for you. Schedule an appointment online at csimechanical.com or give them a call at 704-600-6267. It's hard to stop a train. CSI Mechanical, 1243-1 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right behind Hendrick Appliance.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like the Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
The automobile rates have never been better than now at Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency in Shelby. If you're in the market for automobile insurance, now is the time to see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance. Their mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life and help you recover from the unexpected and realize your dreams. You'll find a friendly staff that will work hard for you and your insurance needs. From auto to home to property, life insurance, and more, see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency, 1671 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, online at reedlindsay.com. Bayada Home Health Care continues to grow, and because of this growth, they are in need of new employees. See Bayada Home Health Care today and join their growing team of healthcare professionals with immediate opportunities in Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland counties. And they are COVID-19 compliant, taking all safety precautions possible with an experienced, trained staff. Just call 704-669-4000, 704-669-4000, or visit the website at bayada.com. Bayada Home Health Care. They love what they do.
Welcome back into our Stamey Funeral Home of Falston Stadium postgame show. The final score here at Blount Memorial Stadium is South Point 51, Shelby 37, and one heck of a border clash here between two great from South and North Carolina. It's time for our Okies tire and recap of the game.
Okay, back in the first quarter, first score 8:58 remaining. Chip DeStasio with a 25-yard field goal, and that put South Point up 3-0 with 4:03 left in the first quarter. Demetrius Thompson, 21-yard pass from Lee. Berkowitz's point after. Shelby led 7-3 with 1:24 left in the first quarter. Jaquan Thompson, 14-yard touchdown run. DeStasio with the point after, and that made it 10-7 South Point. With 10:52 left in the second quarter, Jaquan Thompson again a 21-yard touchdown run. DeStasio's point after makes it 17-7 in favor of South Point. 6:44 left in the second quarter. Wayman Jenrette, 16-yard touchdown pass from McCrory. DeStasio's point after, and it's 24-7. And then with 4:16 left in the first half, Armando Husky, a 64-yard touchdown pass from Jenrette. Point after failed. It was 30-7 in favor of South Point. And then with 13 seconds left in the half, Xavion McCrory, 6-yard touchdown run. DeStasio's point after, it was 37-7 at halftime. And then it got interesting in the second half. 7:40 left in the third quarter. P.J. Hopper, interception return, 30 yards for a touchdown. Berkowitz's point after, and it's 37-14 in favor of South Point. With 6:59 left in the third quarter, Jenrette, 83-yard touchdown pass from McCrory, and it was 44-14 in favor of South Point. With 2:06 left in the third quarter, there was a safety due to a holding penalty in the end zone, so it's 44-16 in favor of South Point. With 44 seconds left in the third quarter, Jakeith Hamilton, a 20-yard touchdown pass from Lee. Berkowitz's point after, it was 44-23 in favor of South Point. With 10:15 left in the fourth quarter, Jalen Petty recovered a blocked punt in the end zone. Berkowitz's point after, and it was 44-30 in favor of South Point, and they were getting nervous. And then with 8:16 left in the game, McGill with a 5-yard interception return, Berkowitz's point after, and it was 37-44. And Shelby forced a punt, but then was unable to move the ball, turned it over on downs, and with 1:50 left, Caleb Sims, a 1-yard touchdown run to put an end to the scoring. DeStasio's point after, and the final score, South Point 51, Shelby 37.
Yeah, just a roller coaster ride there in the second half. Key stats for some of the Shelby players. Dalen Lee, 15 of 36, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. Demetrius Thompson had 4 catches for 51 yards and a touchdown. Jakeith Hamilton, all in the second half, 5 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Luke Williams had 2 catches for 26. They were both in the second half as well. Bridges 2 for 28 receiving. And so, Shelby really did it, starting with the field position change and a couple of big defensive plays. It was a P.J. Hopper with a pick 6. Then you had, I think, P.J. Hopper with the block punt that was recovered by Scott, and then the pick 6 by McGill. And then right after that, you had the block or the fumble that Shelby didn't score on. Had they scored there, I mean, just think about that. So pretty wild stuff. And what a heck of a ball game. But you got to think that comeback by Shelby's got to be a confidence builder.
Yes.
I mean, hey, they showed fight. They didn't give up. They showed that, hey, they didn't get pushed around in the second half, and that was big. And Lee, came of age a little bit there as well and played a really good second half.
Well, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think Shelby's going to run into a defensive front that's better than what they had to go against in this South Point Stallion team. And the 2 defensive ends, I was exceptionally impressed because they had great speed. They could go around the corner. They could go underneath, and then they could also just back you right up into the quarterback. So it was a really good South Point football team.
I tell you, they don't have A.J. Miller's size on here, but he looked like Reggie White out there. Same number and everything. I mean, he was a beast. And,
he really did.
And, great team. I expect for them to make noise in the 4A South Carolina this year, and I expect Shelby to make some noise in the 2A this year as well. And our players of the game tonight, we'll start with our defensive player of the game, sponsored by Falston Pharmacy, Falston, and we're going to go Santana Hopper. Seemed like he made a living in the backfield. Couple of big hits, forced a fumble there. Jaden Pierce recovered, and emotionally he was just getting the team really hyped up, and the defense played so solid in the second half. Our offensive player of the game, sponsored by Hojo Powersports of Shelby, and we're going to go Dalen Lee with his 194 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns, and just really recovered from a poor first half. To lead the team nearly to an incredible comeback, come from behind game. And then our overall player of the game, sponsored by SNR Auto Sales, we're going to go P.J. Hopper. He had the big pick 6 that started it all off, then the block punt in the end zone that was recovered by Scott, and then the whole momentum of the game changed on those 2 plays, and Shelby was able to get within 7 with the football a couple of times, Jeff, and made it pretty exciting.
Well, I've enjoyed it, and
so what's up next? Shelby drops to 2-1 on the season, and South Point improves to 2-0 on the season. Shelby's next game is
next Friday, I think, against Cherryville here at Shelby.
Yep, home game against Cherryville, then followed by at Thomas Jefferson and at Highland Tech. So check KTCBroadcasting.com this week, or listen in to 101.5 or 1390 AM and see what the game of the week is going to be next week. Remember, we got 4 channels. You got WAGY, you got WCSL, you got WLON, and you got WOHS, and 4 games of the week. Be able to check us out on KTCBroadcasting.com. We thank West End Sales, our title sponsor, and all our sponsors tonight, and that's going to conclude our Stamey Funeral Home of Falston Stadium postgame show. We'll take it back to the studio for Jeff Jones. This is Brent Pasco. Final score, South Point 51, Shelby 37.
If you're in the market for new flooring, go to this area's most recommended flooring store. That's Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Flooring America in Kings Mountain is where friends send friends for their flooring needs. And right now, you'll find the ever-popular luxury vinyl plank for only $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot, all during the Fresh Start Flooring Sale. Give your home a refresh with one stop at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com. Medical.
Only do things incredible can, 'cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, 'cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you
And good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages and ranges. It is time for the Witherspoon. Well, that's not right. It's time for the Reds. No, it's time for the post-game show. We've been here all night. Time for the Full Throttle Powersports post-game show brought to you by Full Throttle Powersports of Lowell. I was just out there this weekend actually checking out the what they had out there, four-wheelers, jet skis, motorcycles, UTVs, and more. Just tons and tons of things out there to do and buy. And they've got batteries, helmets, accessories, and more. Once again, Full Throttle Powersports is our sponsor here on the post-game show. Over in Lowell, fullthrottlenc.com. And folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. You've been watching and listening to high school KTC Broadcasting Sports, brought to you by, like I said, Full Throttle Powersports tonight in the post-game show. We've had Alexander Central Cougars at the RS Central Hilltops tonight on Waggy in Forest City with Paul Foster and Jonathan Bland. The South Point Stallions from South Carolina came up to Shelby. You've been listening to the end of that game. That thing turned into a wild one there at the end. Kind of boring and long in the first half, and then the Lions come back. Rebels, speaking of exciting, Rebels and Greenway. Rebels pull out a 21-19 victory down in Gaston tonight. And Cherville Ironman up at Chase tonight. Chase wins over the Ironman 42-16. Fun fact, Andre, Ashbrook is on, their school is located on Main Street, Cherryville. And Cherryville's high school is not. Fun facts. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Probably did know that. You're smarter than the average bear. Andre's getting the scores together in the other room. You folks, if you want to watch online the post-game show, we'll have some highlights and we got the scores. I'm going to have some calls here in a little bit from some of our reporters out in the area. Looking forward to hear from the Roysters coming down the hill. They went up to Boone, had a good dinner, and almost pulled out a victory in Watauga. Happy birthday to Nelson. We'll talk to him in just a little bit. But scores for you radio folks. I know what you're listening to and what you're listening for. You want the scores, and I've got them right here. So this is what we've got so far. Again, let me go ahead and tell you the teams that didn't play tonight, so you folks that you might not be listening for your team. With the COVID situation and games changing and moving around, we've had different games here and there. Bandy's, Kramer, East Burke, East Lincoln, Forest View, Hickory, Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain, Lincoln, and North Lincoln, South Point, Statesville, Thomas Jefferson, and West Caldwell all off in our area. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of our 37 local teams that we cover here in on this side of North Carolina in our area. 14 of the 37 off tonight. So, again, no Bandies, no Kramer, Eastburg, East Lincoln, Forest View, Hickory, Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain, Lincoln, and North Lincoln, and South Point, Statesville, Thomas Jefferson, and West Caldwell tonight. But we did have games across the area. West Lincoln wins 21-19 at Ashbrook. South Point, South Carolina, 51-37 victors in Shelby. Alexander Central comes into RS Central. Central wins 28-8 at Alexander over RS. Chase, 42-16 winners over the Cherville Ironman. Crest Chargers, 46-21 in Dallas tonight down at North Gaston. Watauga, I got that backwards for you folks on home, watching on home. I'll need to switch that out. Watauga wins 28-21 over Burns. That is wrong for the folks watching online. That is wrong. I'll switch that. Bessemer City, 36-8 over Christ the King. Drone, 69-34 over Highland Tech. South Caldwell, 16-13 over Newton Conover. Irwin, 28-21 over Brevard. North Henderson, 48-34 over Owen. Andrews over Mitchell tonight, 26-14. Bunker Hill, 41-0 over North Iredale. We're going to talk about the Bears in just a little bit. How about in overtime, Christ School and Maiden? The Blue Devils pull off the victory over Christ School. They trailed most of the game, tied most of the second half. They win 27-21. We'll get that updated in just a moment for the folks watching on home. Daniel, South Carolina, folks. Good football team. They beat Hendersonville tonight, 42-13. Hendersonville was averaging 64 points a game before tonight. They got 13. Patton, 42-6 winners over Freedom. Pickens falls at Pisgah, 38-14. Swain County falls against Franklin at home, 21-14. And South Stanley 21-16 over South Davidson. Scores that we have but aren't finals that we cannot confirm. Mount Airy 48-0 over Ashe County. And that's really the only score. All those zeros on there, I don't have nothing if you're looking online. I don't have nothing for Wilkes Central and East Wilkes, Patrick County, North Stokes, Allegheny, North Wilkes, Lookout Valley, Hayesville, Union County, Mountain Island, Mount Pleasant, North Cabarrus, North Stanley, West Stanley. Now, some of those could have got canceled today or changed, so there may be a reason I don't have those. All right, folks. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Postgame Show. Again, brought to you by Full Throttle Powersports. We're going to take a quick break, get organized, get some of the scores posted, and when we come back, we're going to talk more high school football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 BX Series with audio packages, the much-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Laurel.
Get the fire you desire at Future Energy Company in Shelby. Get ready for winter weather with your new Monessen or Lopi gas logs or inserts. And see them today at Future Energy Company. And there's plenty of tailgating or backyard cookouts to be done. See the Green Mountain Pellet Grills or the Big Green Eggs. And see the Badland Series from Big Frig Coolers. All at Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby. Online at futureenergyco.com. Attention contractors. H&M Industries in Shelby sells wholesale. You get wholesale pricing, like vinyl windows as low as $149 with a lifetime warranty on frames and sash, plus low E argon, extra strength glass as low as $149, plus metal roofing, just 82 cents a square foot with a 40-year warranty. And get vinyl siding at wholesale prices too. That's H&M Industries, 3931 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-734-9900 or visit the website at hmindustries.com. Do you know what insect is responsible for over 1 million deaths a year? It's the mosquito, and chances are there is one in your backyard right now. Have your lawn treated for mosquitoes by H&H Termite Pest Control and Waterproofing in Shelby. Plus, they can treat your home for ladybugs, stink bugs, roaches, and bed bugs. Call today and feel better tomorrow with one call to H&H Termite Pest Control and Waterproofing, 520 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at hhpci.com. Just arrived at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. A big shipment of scratch and dented refrigerators. They're all sizes and all prices, and there's one right there for you. Come get your new refrigerator today. Plus save $2 on your new mattress set. That's Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming back. Visit the website at HendrickAppliance.com, see their page at WhatsUpShopper.com, and like them on Facebook too. Looking for a great buy on new zero-turn mower? Look no more. We got it at Hojo Powersports and Equipment in Shelby. Right now, you can buy a brand new Aaron's zero-turn 42-inch mower for only $27.99. That's right, only $27.99 for a new Aaron's 42-inch zero-turn mower. Plus, see the line of Ferris, Snapper, Snapper Pro, Hustler, Walker, Ryan, Red Max, Husqvarna, Simplicity, Shindawa, Z-Spray, and more. Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at hojopower.net. Like them on Facebook, too. The fall plants have arrived at Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain. Come on in for the best selection. See the beautiful mums and also fall vegetable plants, too. And if you're planning to do a little canning, Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain has plenty of mason jars and lids. But hurry, they won't last long either. And be sure to see the line of Traeger pellet grills at Hometown Hardware, 110 South Railroad Avenue in Kings Mountain. And see their page at whatsupshopper.com. That's Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain.
Are you ready to tackle your banking needs? Home Trust Bank's team of expert advisors and lenders want to be your teammate. We want to hear your story, learn your aspirations, and assist you with financial needs, and provide options that are tailored to you. With a wide range of personal, mortgage, and commercial services, you will discover all your banking needs under one roof with a local and personalized touch at Home Trust Bank. Score big with Home Trust Bank. Ready for what's next. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
100 years of anything means a lot. And at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, you'll find over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. So they must be doing something right. If you're in the market for a new bike, trike, or four-wheeler, or ATV, see the folks you can depend on for sales, service, and parts. That's Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, with over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. This ad is worth $100 when you mention it at Hoppers Enterprises in Kings Mountain. Hoppers Enterprises specializes in buy here, pay here, and they will buy your car for cash as low as $500 down. Get you riding today. They have cars for any budget, and all credit is accepted, and everyone is approved. They even offer a $45 a month charge for boat and RV storage, and they do U-Haul rentals too. Get the best for less at Hoppers Enterprises, 1800 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain, where they treat you like family.
Only do things incredible can, 'cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, 'cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you, 'cause I am still on beat, showing love to
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Full Throttle Powersports of Lowell post-game show. I'm Kevin Hastings. Andre Bush is in the house. Going to have callers and more here in just a little bit. Some of our broadcasters. We've got scores. Let's give you some of the out of area scores. How about Northwest Cabarrus 26-24 over Mount Pleasant. South Stanley 21-16 over South Davidson. 21-14 Franklin over Swain County. Robinson 22-10 over Carson. Pisgah 38-14 over Pickens. Bunker Hill 41-0 over North Iredell. Maiden 27-21 over Christ School. Daniel, South Carolina 42-13 over Hendersonville. Patton 42-6 over Freedom. Andrews 26-14 over Mitchell. North Henderson 48-34 over Owen. Brevard falls at Irwin 28-21. South Caldwell 16-13 over Newton Conover. Crest 46-21 over North Gaston. Watauga wins. I don't know why. No wonder I kept writing the score wrong. I've got Watauga at Burns right there. It's Burns at Watauga. No wonder I kept writing it backwards. All night I've kept messing up the Burns Watauga score. Watauga wins 28-21 versus Burns at home. Bessemer City wins at home 36-8 over Christ the King. Highland Tech falls 69-34 at home against the Drone Wildcats. Chase wins tonight at home 42-16 over Cherryville. Alexander Central 28-8 over RS Central. And South Point 51-37 over Shelby. And West Lincoln 21-19 over Ashbrook. So there's your scores for tonight. And so let me pull up our schedules here the next couple weeks, and we'll kind of go over this. Let's see. Coming up in the next few weeks, let's make this bigger for you folks. We have, let's try this. All right, coming up in the next few weeks, we've got Crest at Ashbrook next week on WOHS. Then we've got Bunker Hill and Lincoln, Cherryville at Shelby, and Bessemer City at Thomas Jefferson next week on KTCBroadcasting.com. Now, with these schedules that I'm giving right now, that could change by Monday, and then the teams could change again by Wednesday, and then it could change by Thursday and Friday as well. So, tentatively, we've got Crest at Ashbrook, Bunker Hill at Lincoln, Cherryville at Shelby, and Bessemer City at Thomas Jefferson next week. Now, let's look forward on WHS. It's going to be Crest at Ashbrook. September 24th will be Kramer at Crest. We've got the Chargers 3 straight weeks. South Point at Crest on October 1st. October 8th, the Bulldogs welcome Thomas Jefferson into town. And October 15th, week 9, Bessemer City will be at Shelby. Week 10, October 22nd, Hunter Huss at Crest. And to end the season and maybe for first place in that Southern Piedmont 1A2A Burns at Shelby. Let's scroll back up a little bit here, and let's look. Let's Bunker Hill at Lincoln next week on WLON. Maiden at West Lincoln. And we'll have Bandies at Lincoln, West Lincoln, Newton Conner, St. Stephen's at East Lincoln. All right, we're going to see if we can take a caller and see if I can make this work. Sometimes I do it right. Sometimes I don't. Let's see. Hey, caller, you there? Oh, let's try that wrong button. Hey, caller, you there?
Steve Degree.
Steve Degree. You had a wild one over there in Shelbytown, Steve. You got down kind of big there early, got a little lull here on the radio. I honestly got a little tired, listened to it. I switched back and forth. And then all of a sudden, when the other games ended, you guys decided to put on a show for everybody. 51-37, 88 points scored over in Shelbytown tonight. Lions at one point was down, I think, 37-7 or something like that, Steve. And you guys come back and cut it, got within a touchdown.
Yeah, halftime it was 37-7. And within the halftime, Coach Wilbanks talked to the kids about showing character, showing what they was made of. Said, forget about the first half. Let's come back out and win the second half. And that shows you, Kevin, if you don't give up, sometimes good things come your way. We might have not won the game, but that shows the character of these kids wearing this black and gold. They didn't quit. They found a way. And we was in a couple yards of tying that thing up. So it was a real exciting game. Anybody paid to see the game got their money's worth, but I'm so proud of these young men. I'm proud of the way the coaches, and, we kept talking to them and tell them don't give up. The fight to the end. Do not talk about your about your kids, each other kids. Don't talk about your teammates. Pick each other up. Pick them up. And that's what they did.
Well, you're down that long, down 30 points, Steve. You end up getting cut to 7. Fantastic comeback there for you guys. Although it was short, it's still a good comeback. You can, like you said, you can build on that. What you do is you learn from that. You play in here and get further along in the playoffs or something. That's going to come in big and handy. You don't like to lose, but you can take some positives out of that. You put 37 points on a team that shut you out a few years ago, and then you got within 7 points. Brett Pascoe sent me the players of the game. I'll let you comment on them after I read stats. Lee was only 15 of 36 tonight. Had 2 touchdowns on offense. P.J. Hopper, player of the game, blocked punt for the touchdown, had a pick 6 as well. And defensive player of the game, Santana Hopper. So P.J. Hopper, Santana Hopper, and Lee were the players, Brent Pascoe's players of the game, if you want to talk a little bit about those 3.
Well, Santana, he always plays hard. And P.J., for the last few games, he's been in the right place at the right time. Did the same thing up at AC Reynolds to save the game for us. Then we moved him to safety this year, so he's back there like freelancing and gets to the ball. We had a couple of balls blown coverages on that last touchdown they got. But, like you said, that's stuff that we build off of. And if we can play with this team, I feel good we can play with anybody. So we'll go back to the drawing board on Monday. We'll watch the film on Monday. And then we'll get prepared for Cherville next week, our first conference game. And we'll take it from there. Kevin, I'm just so proud of the black guys in the black and gold. And also, Jaden Pierce and our offensive line, we ain't jail yet. But once these offensive linemen get themselves together, because we only got one senior on the offensive line, and we got 2 juniors and a sophomore starting, and it's just going to take us a little time to get together. But once we do that, we got speed. The house kid, he plays hard, and we got Jaden Petty and the key. See, these was the members of our track team, like you said in the pregame show. So we got speed. So we get a one-on-one, they're going to take it to the house. And never forget about Luke. Luke Williams, I call him Ricky Pro. Ever in doubt, throw it to Luke.
I hear you. Well, 37 points tonight, like I said, lose by 14 against South Point. The next few games will be probably a little bit different than playing South Point. The state did you guys and Burns and you know, and for competitiveness did you guys bad, but you know, for health wise and other reasons they did Highland Tech and Cherryville and Bessemer kind of wrong with that setup. But you guys going to fight through it. You know, we might have completely different conferences next year with this athletic association and stuff, so we never know, Steve. But you got to play who they put in front of you, and you guys can fine tune some things. Get the next few weeks as you get ready for the playoffs coming up here in the fourth. Is the season's about halfway over, Steve?
Yes, you know.
We've already played. This is week 4.
Yeah, it's week 4. We only played 3 games though, because you know we missed that one.
Right.
And Coach Wilbanks, you know, he has the kids playing hard, and they buying in what he's doing. We got a new defensive coordinator. It's taking a little time, but once we get everything together, we'll be fine.
All right, Steve. Well, you take care and have a great and wonderful weekend, brother.
Oh yeah, what? Can you tell me the Burns score? I've not got no score.
Yeah, Burns lost 28-21. Crest won 46-21, and Kings Mountain did not play.
Okay.
So Burns lost 28-21 at Watauga tonight.
Wow. I thought Burns Speed would get what they do there.
Yeah, we're gonna get Matt. The Roysters are gonna give us a call here in a few minutes as they head down the mountain. They're gonna tell us kind of what happened there and how come the Bulldogs couldn't pull off the victories. But other than that, that's all I know, Steve. But you have a good weekend. Take care. Party your head off or whatever you do, and have a good time, bro.
Now, I'm going to be no problem. After my grandkids came home, let's go to Lions to came to the football game. So I'm going to go home and enjoy my grandkids and my great-grandkids. All
right. Well, you have a good one, Steve. Thank you. That is Steve DeGruy with the Shelby Golden Lions. The Lions fall tonight, though, folks, 51-37 against South Point. West Lincoln 21-19. I'm still waiting on some of my other callers. I'm going to get probably Cinefati or Danny when they come into town. Let's see. I'm going to try to get Paul to give us a call, too, to talk a little bit about some Rutherford County. And then we'll have, let's see. Tanner was out at Crest. They won big tonight. Bessemer City won big tonight. And let's see. I'm going to get someone from out at the West Lincoln game. And then we'll have we're going to get some interviews going here in just a few minutes, folks. Let's see. Let me give you the scores. West Lincoln 21-19 over Ashbrook. South Point 51-37 over Shelby. Alexander Central 28-8 over RS Central. Chase 42-16 over Cherryville. Crest wins tonight 46-21 over North Gaston. Watauga 28-21 over Burns. And let's see. Got a caller. Special caller right here. Let's see if I can do this right. All right. Caller.
Hello.
What's up? I hung up on them both. I couldn't do it right. Hey, let's see who we got now. Hello?
Kevin, can you hear me?
Is this Matt?
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Royster, Bulldogs reporting in, coming down. I'm guessing. Where are you coming down? Which way did y'all come down?
We're coming down 321. We just passed Blowing Rock. So
okay. Got you.
Mosey on down this mountain a little bit.
All right, well, Bulldogs fall tonight, 28-21, Matt. First of all, the most important thing is happy birthday to Nelson, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's on speakerphone. He can hear you. He says appreciate it.
Well, happy birthday, brother. I hope y'all had a good time up in Boone. Other than the victory, you didn't get the victory tonight. 28-21. I got Nelson and Matt on the phone right now. Guys, tell us a little bit about, can you kind of go through the game, Matt and Nelson, and tell us everything that you guys think about the game?
Well, it started off good for us, and it kind of set the tone when Kahari got that. He pressured the quarterback, got a hit, and scooped up the fumble for a touchdown. It kind of set the tone for the game. And then we had a pass to Ryan Thompson, Ben Mooney did. I think that was second quarter. We were up 14-6 at halftime. We were pretty well in the driver's seat in the first half, but, Watauga made some adjustments, and, the second half was a total different story. They had some big plays, and, they just marched the ball downfield and just ran it down our throats the second half. They ran kind of a wishbone formation. They got the ball. They did it, got out and spread a little bit as well. Kind of reminds you of South Point offense. They ran the ball well, and they had a couple of drives that were 7 or 8 minutes long, and just kind of wore down our defense at the end. We definitely had our chances at the end. We missed. We had fourth and 1 on the 1 yard line, or 4th and goal from the 1 early in the fourth quarter, and we weren't able to capitalize on that. And we marched downfield one other time in the fourth quarter and didn't convert our 4th down. So you got to give credit to Watauga, man. They made adjustments at halftime, and they shut down our offense in the second half. And like I say, their offense, they got some good skill players. Their quarterback's pretty athletic. A couple good running backs that, kind of kept our defense off guard. So kind of didn't know which way the ball was going, and, they come out with a victory.
Well, Matt, you guys fall to, was it 2-1 now or 2-2? Where are you guys at? I don't have my thing in front of me.
2-2, I believe.
2-2, that's right.
Yeah, we're 2-2.
2-2, yes.
You guys, as well, we were just talking to the Shelby, Steve DeGree, about the Shelby folks, and we were talking about these schedules here in the next few weeks. Let's see. The next broadcast I have for the Bulldogs. The next broadcast I have for the Bulldogs on my schedule is in 3 weeks, October 1st.
Thomas Jefferson, I believe, right?
At Bessemer City. And then in 4 weeks, October 8th, you're hosting Thomas Jefferson. So you'll be on Waggy. You'll be on Waggy on no, that's not Waggy. Who is that? Oh, you'll be on the Cherryville station, Burns at Bessemer, WCSL that week, because Cherryville's off that week. And then the following week, you'll have Thomas Jefferson. Then we'll also have you guys playing the Cherryville Ironman a few weeks later, so you'll be on WCSL 2 out of 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then
we're getting ready to hit our conference schedule now. So
then you finish with Shelby. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of your last 5 games, but we're not going to have you for the next 2 weeks. It looks like. So we're going to
right. I think we got Highland Tech next week. I think it's homecoming next week.
Okay.
We'll be at home. So. Yeah.
Everybody at Highland Tech plays his homecoming.
Like I say, you got to give credit to Watauga, man. They played a good game. They got some nice. It's a really nice school they have up there. Talked to our old principal, Chris Blanton's the principal up there. Got to talk to him a little bit.
Right.
But unfortunately, it didn't. The game didn't turn out the way that we wanted. But there's definitely things we can improve on. So.
All right, Matt. Well. You guys be careful coming in tonight. I know you got kind of a.
We will.
If you're still in Blowing Rock, you probably got another hour or so to ride on home, and be careful. And I hope you guys had a nice safe trip.
Yeah, it was. We had a good day. We celebrated Nelson's birthday today, so it was not the outcome of the game we wanted, but it was a good day otherwise.
Well,
hopefully the Braves can pull off a win. They were down 2-0. Now last score I got was 6-2 Braves. So.
Well,
Marlins.
Well, if as long as that happens, that if you can't win a basketball game, you'll win that, Nelson.
Got to look on the bright side,
now,
right?
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna sing it for you, but I got some music for Nelson here as you guys go away, because I'm not a singer. There's nobody else in the house. I'd get a group of us and we'd all sing it together. But. Hey, this is the best you're gonna get. This is our happy birthday music in the morning. I don't even know why.
Okay, we can hear
it. Oh, there you go. Dear Nelson, happy birthday to you. You ever heard the whatever version that is?
I haven't heard that version.
That's a good version. It's close enough.
That's the techno version from Europe, I think. I don't know where
I like it.
where they got that.
You got some singing skills there, Kevin.
Oh yeah. I'm sure do. Me and Michael Jackson are right there neck and neck. Well, you guys be careful. And enjoy talking to you. Thanks for working for us and helping us out, Nelson. Again, happy birthday. And then Matt, you guys have a good weekend,
Thank you.
brother.
All right, we'll talk to you later, Kevin.
All right, folks, we're going to take a very quick break, and then when I come back, we're going to have Logan Baker with a West Lincoln game and more. I think we're going to have, let's see, who else is going to call? Oh, Paul Foster's going to call us here in a little bit, too. I forgot about Paul. And I didn't forget about you, Paul, but I forgot. I know I postponed you for a minute because Logan had to get in. Logan's going to call me in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. KTC Broadcasting.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
Your local train comfort specialist, Roland Black Heating and Cooling, has been serving Gaston County with quality-built train heating and air conditioning systems for over 45 years. Hurry and call today to check out the great deals on train systems offered by Roland Black Heating and Cooling. Whether it's commercial or residential, Train is there for you. Ask about your new, super efficient Train XV20i today. Call Roland Black for all the details, 704-865-1375, or go online at rolandblack.com and request an appointment. Again, call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 501 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
What's the best way to explain the golf at Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden? It's world-class golf for the working class. Yes, golf is never better than it is at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden, with special programs for seniors, men, ladies, and juniors, plus a driving range, banquet facilities, and a swimming pool, picnic area, and more. For your tee time or other questions, call 828-428-2451. The Glen Oaks Golf Course, 245 Golf Course Road in Maiden. It's world class for the working class.
The Grooming Lady in Lincolnton is having specials on all pets under 50 pounds. Bath only. That's right. Half off on bath packages that includes ear, nails, bath, and a Santa trim. They have a whole new selection of pet products, and that's not all. Some products are on sale for 15 to 25% off. Let the Grooming Lady groom your pet with hugs, kisses, and love. Open Monday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 8:30 to 1 p.m. 1573 North Aspen Street in Lincolnton. Call 980-429-2570. Like them on Facebook.
GSM Services is proud to sponsor high school football. GSM helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. They provide high-quality home and commercial improvement services, such as heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dry vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer the guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call them today at 1-800-NEW-COOL. Again, 1-800-NEW-COOL for GSM services.
Are you looking for a security system for your home or business? Then look no further, folks. Ham Security in Lincolnton is the #1 home and business security system installer in Lincoln, Gaston, Catawba, and Cleveland County. Family-owned business with over 40 years of service. Specialize in residential, commercial, small businesses, and they can even help you customize your security cameras. Let their devices and the latest generation technology protect and keep your family and business safe. Ham Security, 419 East Sycamore Street, Lincolnton. Call at 704-732-7090. Ham Security, keeping families and businesses safe. Looking for a great buy on new zero-turn mower? Look no more. We got it at Hojo Powersports and Equipment in Shelby. Right now, you can buy a brand new Aaron's zero-turn 42-inch mower for only $27.99. That's right, only $27.99 for a new Aaron's 42-inch zero-turn mower. Plus, see the line of Ferris, Snapper, Snapper Pro, Hustler, Walker, Ryan, Red Max, Husqvarna, Simplicity, Shindawa, Z-Spray, and more. Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at hojopower.net. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings. And I think I've got Logan. Let me make sure. I got my headsets on. Logan, you there? Do I got you? Logan? Logan, you there?
This is Tom.
This is Logan?
Yep, it is. Yep.
Hey, Tom, I accidentally hung up on you if you listen. Paul's calling at 11:15. Tom, call me a little bit after 11:20. Tom, call me after 11:20. I think maybe you heard me there on the radio. All right, I got Logan Baker on the radio now. I got to organize. Paul Foster's calling in just a few minutes. Logan, 21-19, West Lincoln pulls off the victory down at Ashbrook tonight. Tell us a little bit about the atmosphere and how it was down there at Ashbrook. You know, these two teams don't play each other much. I don't know if much at all, if they've ever played, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So Logan, you want to give us a little bit about background and the atmosphere and how the game was down there in Ashbrook?
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, first things first, the atmosphere was incredible. I mean, there was a really good West Lincoln crowd that showed up in the visitor section, but the home crowd of Ashbrook, they were electric. I mean, it was the first game they've had all season that hasn't gotten canceled due to COVID. So, I mean, they were pumped up. So were the players. There was a lot of energy. I mean, on both teams. I mean, it was a big game. I mean, Ashbrook coming in, they needed to show that they had something, and they did in many respects. I mean, they really gave the West Lincoln Rebels a hard time. They did not let them just, run away with it and dominate the game. It came right down to the wire. It was a really good, it was electric. I mean, there was so much energy from both sides, and both sides could feel how close and intense it was. So, really good football game, but West Lincoln came out on top. 21-19, like you said. It was very closely contested game from the get-go. A few mistakes, I mean, that was literally, I mean, that, you see that a lot of times at the start of a season, a lot of, first game jitters, but in West Lincoln, they've had 3 games now, to get through that. But Ashbrook, they had to get through that basically instantaneously tonight because it was their first and it was West Lincoln's 3rd game. So, but West Lincoln comes out on top. It was a good game, really closely contested. It was just a classic West Lincoln game, I guess you could say. They did everything that you'd expect them to do. They ran the ball well, passed it a little bit more than you normally expect them to, and then defensively they just won most of the night. They won the battle of the lines. So it was a hard-fought victory, but a well-earned one for the West Lincoln Rebels tonight.
Well, looking at the Rebels, they've beat South Point, they've beat Ashbrook, they've beat Cherryville. They are
no joke.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone in Gaston
that.
County that has anything for the Rebels? I know they're, as a Yellow Jackets fan, and Terry will be here in the morning. They quit scheduling us a long time ago, so that's the only thing I can say about that one. But as far as the rest of the county, I don't know. But do you know where West Lincoln is next week?
I think they're, I'm not sure where West Lincoln is. I think they're at Bandy's. Okay. Are they at Bandy's, I think?
That might be right. We've got Bunker Hill at Lincoln.
That's who I'll be
on the power pole. And Bunker Hill has been playing outstanding. In fact, they're going to be in a fight tonight once we do all the math for a fight for maybe a number 1 or 2 or 3 spot in our power pole. So we'll have them at Lincoln on the schedule tonight. Oof. Possibly West Lincoln at Bandy's. I don't know. We'll look at it. See how it. Would you rather be over there, Logan, for that? Is that the matchup of the week?
If I had to, if I was in Vegas and I had to place my bets on which game was going to be closer, I would definitely say the West Lincoln at Bandy's game would be. But
now West Lincoln 2 weeks from now Logan, they'll be hosting Maiden. Maiden tonight.
That will be interesting. That I will say real quick. I will say, as far as the teams that are in the 2A, I think it's going to come down to West Lincoln and Maiden. I think that's really the two teams that have something really good.
Well, that'll be week 6, September 24th here on KTC, Logan. That's what I was about to say. Maiden, though, tonight went to overtime with a 1A school. It's one of these schools that can, they can slash recruit or whatever still. But anyway, they went to overtime with Christ School out of Asheville, 27-21. They were victory in overtime.
Wow, so Maiden won?
Yes, Maiden did pull out the victory.
Okay, well, I know when you were sending me updates during the game we were doing, I know it was close. I was shocked to see, it was 7-7. I had really never heard too much about Christ School, but sounds like they put on a pretty good performance.
Well, if they,
I don't know.
If they ran with Maiden, they got a pretty decent team there, don't they?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, because I'd say Maiden and West Lincoln. I think they're definitely at the top of the 2A right now. So.
All right, Logan. Well, good luck next week. You guys will be at Lincoln, maybe Bandies. We'll discuss that and see what happens during the week. Then Maiden at West Lincoln, Bandies at Lincoln, West Lincoln at Newton Conover, St. Stephen's at East, and Maiden at Lincoln to finish up the season for you guys. But Logan Baker and Matt Chapman, you guys did a fantastic job, and I want to thank you for calling me tonight and keeping us updated and kind of let me know. Who's your players of the game real quick? Forgot to ask you that.
Oh, God. Well, player of the game, it was Mason Avery again. I mean, he's unreal. I mean, he's a talent that you could dream of as a coach, especially if you're a run-first team. I mean, there was a play during that game where he ended up being a 13-yard run, but he was contacted after about 4 yards into it, and he and basically the entire line of West Lincoln pushed him forward another 7-8 yards and got the first down. I mean, he's just incredible how he just keeps his legs moving, and I was telling Matt, sometimes he's like think of guys just running people over. He's like a young Marshawn Lynch. It's like keeps his legs moving, and it's really hard to bring him down, especially once he gets going. You have to essentially meet him at the line, because if he gets even just a little bit of steam going, it's going to be really hard to bring him down.
All right, Logan, I got to get...
He was... Yep, you're good. But he was easily our player of the game.
I got to get to Paul here in a minute and talk to him. Real quick, what about defensive-wise? Your defensive player of the game for the Rebels?
I think I'm pretty sure we gave it to number 50. I think it was Goins. I'm pretty sure that was his name. Trent, was it? I'm trying to think of his name. It's number 50. I think it may have been Curtis Goins, something like Curtis Goins, I believe.
Okay.
It's number 50, folks. Number 50. That's number 50 played really well. He was a defensive lineman for the Rebels, and he had 2 swats. He knocked down 2 passes consecutively tonight, and that really pretty much upended a pretty decent drive Ashbrook had going. So.
All right, Logan Baker, Matt Chapman. The Rebels win tonight, 21-19, KTC broadcast. Thank you, Logan. Have a good night and a good weekend, and we'll see you next week, brother.
All right. Well, you have a good one, too.
Thank you, Logan. Rebels, 21-19 over Ashbrook. We're going to be talking to Paul Foster here in just maybe 2 seconds. Let's see if it's him. Is this Paul?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Paul. How's it going, brother? You coming in tonight? Alexander Central at RS Central tonight. Once again, it seems like, Paul, we shouldn't even tell anybody who y'all are going to broadcast next week until about Wednesday or maybe even Thursday sometimes. And it's not just y'all. It's just not you guys. Yeah, it's been the other guys too.
That's probably a good idea, because we end up with something different every week. But we're always going to give you some Rutherford County team, that's for sure.
Well, next 3 weeks we've got Thomas Jefferson. So as long as they stay, well, of course the other teams you have to worry about too. As long as they stay healthy and out of protocol, we'll have the Griffons the next few weeks. But tonight, another mismatch or weird match. We had RS Central supposed to go to Chesney. Instead, they end up at home, and Alexander Central makes the trip. And Central usually a pretty good ball club, and I say Central, Alexander Central, usually a pretty good ball club. First question was, Paul, how hard was it to keep up with the Centrals tonight?
I think I got tongue-tied or messed up on that a time or two of which was doing which. But, when you look back at the game, and especially just looking at some of the statistic, it tells the tale. The Central from Alexander had 336 offensive yards off of 64 plays, while it was just barely over 100 in offense for RS Central tonight. So that tells the tale a good bit right there. They were very sufficient. Alexander Central, that is, running the ball. Turnovers and penalties certainly hurt RS Central. And we mentioned this throughout our broadcast, Kevin. While this is an RS Central team that lost a lot of talent from last season, and they've certainly dropped off a good bit, it doesn't help when you've only played one game so far in week number 4, and that's what they were also facing. They lost in week number 1 back on August 20th to McDowell. They finally get a home game. They finally play again 3 weeks later, and they meet a pretty good team tonight. So hopefully they'll just learn from this and be able to improve.
Oh, there we go. I got to mash the button, or I can't talk. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, okay. You're still there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I was talking without mashing the button. I was like, why can I not hear myself? All right. So, Paul, you guys, the next few weeks, Bessemer City at Jefferson. This will be featuring this 1A, 2A conference, and you guys get a large chunk of this in the next 3 weeks if everything stays scheduled. Bessemer City at Jefferson, Shelby at Thomas Jefferson, and Jefferson at East Gaston. You talking about RS Central haven't played but one game. This was Ashbrook's first game, and West Lincoln's fourth game. So West has got all 4 of theirs weeks in, and then this was Ashbrook's their first game. So RS Central's second game. So kind of a weird way for these teams to get around there. We're actually going to have Thomas Jefferson fans for you folks up in Rutherford County. We're going to have the Griffons in one way or another. If the schedule is right and stays the same, we're going to have Griffons for 5 straight weeks, actually, because with these conferences now, the way they've realigned them, Paul, they're all in the same conferences on all of our radio stations. So we're going to have the Griffons 3 weeks on Waggy, then we're going to have them on WHS against Burns, then we'll have them at Cherryville on WCSL. So for you Griffons fans out there, you got plenty of games for your next few weeks. And then we finish up with Chase hosting Brevard, Chase at Polk County, Patton at Chase, and then in the season, RS Central at Chase. Chase tonight, 42-16 winners over Cherryville. So there's your Rutherford County updates. Paul, any other thoughts on any of these teams or where we're at right now in the season?
Well,
real quick,
Chase is continuing to do well. Certainly, from what we've seen so far, even though Thomas Jefferson, who had tonight off, is still unbeaten too, Chase seems to be the best team in Rutherford County at the moment. What's going to happen with Thomas Jefferson is, while they're expected to beat Bessemer City next week, after that, here comes Shelby, and that's the part of the schedule, the new conference that everybody's been looking forward to, saying, can Thomas Jefferson compete with the likes of a Burns or Shelby, the Cleveland County team? So, even if they lose, if they can just, be competitive and make it a tight game, I think that'll be a lot to be thankful for. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. And like you said, KTC definitely will have the coverage for the next little while.
Well, I've played in some of those games, Shelby and Kings Mountain. I played at Cherryville and Bessemer, and I had to play against Kings Mountain and Shelby both. And a lot of those games, the thing about it is, if you're in a split conference, those games don't even really matter now. So as far as the playoff seeding goes, so it's more of a let's stay healthy type thing at some point, Paul. But all right, I've got to get rid of you, Paul, because Cinefani's about to call me. He's already called me twice, and so I can't put him off any longer. So I appreciate everything you and Jonathan do. Kevin. I appreciate everything you and Jonathan do, and thanks for taking care of JP and everything up there for me.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Have a good night.
All right, Paul. Have a good night. Paul Foster with the RS Central game night up on Waggy. WAGY 1320 AM, 107.5 FM, Rutherford County. That was Alexander Central tonight, 28-8 over the RS Central. Hilltoppers. I'm going to talk to Cinefani in just a minute. He went up to Chase to see Cherryville. We'll talk to him a little bit about that Burns-Watauga score as well, and he'll be in the morning. Now, remember, in the mornings, folks, Saturday Morning Sports Talk live on KTC Broadcasting on the Cherryville radio station, but we're live on YouTube like you're on YouTube right now, folks, and we talk all sports, Major League Baseball, football, NFL, college, NBA, NASCAR, and more, Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Like I said, on the radio. You can listen on KTCBroadcasting.com. Most importantly, if you want to rewatch the replay, if you don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays, you can watch it at any time because we record it and it's there on YouTube. So you can wake up at 12 or 1 or whatever time you wake up in the afternoon and rewatch the show, or rewatch it on Monday, Tuesday, whenever. All right, we're going to go out to Shelbytown, and we're going to, let's see if I can do this right. We're going to go out to Shelbytown, and we're going to talk to Mr. Tom Cinefani about the Chase Trojans' 42-16 victory over the Cherryville Ironmen tonight. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, it was a big win for Chase tonight, 42-16 over Cherryville, but I really think the score is not indicative of how hard Cherryville played. That they've got some tough kids. You know, I've heard Coach Pruitt come in and talk about Cooper Sloan, but Cooper Sloan had. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're just breaking up just a little bit. Cooper Sloan had over 100 yards rushing. He intercepted a pass and threw a touchdown pass. So I mean, that's a pretty good game for Cooper Sloan.
Decent performance.
So yeah, and I know Coach Pruitt's been high on him, and I kind of see why. Just real tough kid, and plays hard on both sides of the ball. But Landon Hahn was also very good tonight. Had the touchdown reception, and he had a big hit after an interception. There was an interception for Chase and running back about 40 yards. Landon Hahn hit him. I mean, just a solid hit and jarred the bar loose, and Cherryville was able to get it back. So, they were our offensive and defensive players of the game. But they really, he's got some tough kids. The Miller kid plays quarterback. He's a tough kid, tough runner. Made some nice throws, but McCombs for Chase. I'm going to tell you what, Rutherford County better look out for this McCombs kid. I think it's Marquise McCombs. Over 200 yards rushing, like 230 yards rushing, Kevin. 4 touchdowns. 4. So he was, Cherryville didn't have much for him. And their quarterback, Boykins, had the other 2 touchdowns. So between those two, that was the Chase offense tonight. And really, their offense is going to be hard to stop, Kevin.
Well, Tommy, I was just talking to Paul kind of about these conferences. Chase and Cherryville's played each other for years, so it's not uncommon for them two to play. But Chase was kind of in that conference with Shelby and them last year, so you go from playing, if you'll think about last year's conference, Shelby, Burns, South Point, RS Central, and Chase. How strong of a football conference was that in the spring? And then you split them up, and now they're going all over. You hear yonder Chase and them's going up the mountain, but it'd been nice to kind of maybe keep them all together if you could. Cherryville, we talked about, closest 1A school is Avery County besides Bessemer City, so it's tough for them to find matchups that way. But you've got to play other teams in the area. So Chase moving forward, we're going to have them in a couple weeks. Tommy, the Ironmen. Let me go over their schedule real quick for you folks.
They got Shelby next week.
Yeah, they're going to be at Shelby next week. That's going to be a tough one. Then they host East Gaston, and we're not quite sure what East Gaston's got. They blew out North Gaston, then they got beat the next week, so we kind of don't know. Then Cherryville's got a bye week the 7th if the schedule stays the same from here on out and there's no corona issues or anything. Then they'll October 8th at Highland Tech. Then they'll host Thomas Jefferson, host Burns, and then they'll be at Bessemer City. So that's the schedule for the next few weeks for the Cherryville Ironmen. Any other final thoughts, Tom? We're going to see you in the morning, I guess, and then we'll talk all kinds of fun sports. We got to talk College football, we got bad picks and Dallas Cowboys football to talk tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I just hate the Birds came up a little short up in Boone tonight. They fell 28-20 to Watauga, and
right.
They had a 14 lead and just couldn't hold it. So now I got to talk to some of the guys and try to figure out what happened in that second half, and hopefully they'll get some of their issues straightened out on the offensive side of the ball. I think they're having a hard time sustaining drives and maintaining leads. So not really sure what happened up there. Hadn't had a chance to talk, but I call a couple of my buddies that were there and try to figure it out.
It seems to me, I haven't watched them, just kind of seeing highlights and stuff and listening a little bit here and there. Maybe the Bulldogs, they need that one thing. We kind of talked a little bit last week about Kewan. You need that one weapon on offense that can get you those first downs when you need it. And maybe they're just not getting that consistently. The Cowboy, Jason Witten.
Norris has been nicked up, and Moody's first-year starter.
Yep.
So I mean it's some things that they're working in, and I think some of their offensive line they're trying to work harder and play better. And Watauga is a 4A school, if I remember correctly, Kevin. So
right.
It's not like they were playing the Little Sisters of the Poor. So it's just
yes, they're 4A.
That's a tough trick. You got to go all the way up that mountain and play them, and they came up short tonight, but they'll. Hopefully they'll go back, fix some issues, and I think they play Highland Tech next week.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. All right, Tom, we'll see you in the morning. Thanks for giving us a call, and have a good night.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, brother. All right, folks, it's Tom Cinefani with the Cherryville broadcast tonight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish up the scores and give out the scores and more, and kind of wrap up the show in this week and kind of go over where the power poll is looking. We'll be back in just a few moments. Stay tuned to the Full Throttle Powersports show on KTCBroadcasting.com.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 BX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
What's next?
Code 55, ceiling fan.
Fantastic.
With a broken ceiling fan, I've had to improvise.
We can just fix your fan.
Yeah, that might work better.
All set. Thanks.
Oh, look, honey, for outdoor use only.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability, Z Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Bring home the Kubota BX 2380 tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. Pepsi Beverage Company in Cherryville is currently hiring for their warehouse. Warehouse position offers benefits. Must be 18 years old, and you can apply online at www.pepsicojobs.com. PepsiCo is a manufacturer and distributor of food, snacks, and beverage nationwide. PepsiCo is an equal opportunity employer. Female, minority, disability, protected veteran, sexual orientation, gender identity. Pepsi Beverage Company, 152 Commerce Drive, Cherryville. Call for more info at 704-736-2640. Today's broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you by Piedmont Lithium Limited, featuring power with tomorrow in mind. Piedmont Lithium Limited is helping power the local economy by helping power the next generation of electric vehicles. Yes, the future of Cherryville and Gaston County is positively electric. Piedmont Lithium Limited is creating a powerful partnership with the citizens of Cherryville and Gaston County in mind. Power up with Piedmont Lithium Limited. Visit them online at PiedmontLithium.com. The Rye Guy wants you to be healthy. And Rye Heated and Air in Lincoln can help you with a cleaner and healthier air solution. Now with the purchase of a new unit, get a free air scrubber that cleans dander, odors, bacteria, viruses, mold, and more. That's a $1,200 value. Or you can just buy the air scrubber and get a $250 discount. It's freestanding. Just plug it in. See the Rye guy at Rye Heated and Air. Online at ryeheatedandair.com, 3032 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family. Need metal roofing? Then you need to see Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing in Lincoln. At Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, saving you money, featuring premium paint systems, painted fasteners to match, and 1 to 2 day turnaround. 29 gauge material in stock with 22 colors to choose from. It's the largest selection of colors in North Carolina. Plus, they will custom cut your length. Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincoln. Call 980-429-2278. At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that matter to their employees, customers, and neighbors. Over the years, United Bank has grown in size, but their community focus has not changed. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. United Bank, member FDIC.
Buying a home is a big investment. Why not let our family help yours? Vicky Sperling Realty is family owned and operated. We have proudly served the Cherryville community and surrounding areas for over 20 years. Maintaining a small town atmosphere and ensuring customer satisfaction is at the heart of our business. We will work hard to help you and your family find the perfect place to call home. Come see us at 211 East Main Street in downtown Cherryville.
Since 1934, that's right, 1934, Watson Insurance Agency has been providing the people of our area the best possible combination of insurance, risk management techniques, and personalized service in the most efficient manner possible. And today, the tradition continues. Watson Insurance is one of the largest independently owned brokers in the Southeast, representing over 30 of the largest and financially sound insurance carriers today. Before you buy, get a quote with offices in Gastonia, Lincoln, and Belmont and Lake Wiley. Find out more at WatsonInsurance.com.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can, 'cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, 'cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you, 'cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, 'cause that's who I am.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're listening and watching to the North Carolina Full Throttle Powersports post-game show brought to you by Full Throttle Powersports in Lowell, KTC Broadcasting.com. As you can see, there's nobody in there tonight. I'm all by myself in the main room. But we'll have some guests and stuff maybe some next week. We've got, let's see, wrong one. Let's give the scores, and then I'm working on my power poll right now. Andre, if he's down the hall, can come out here and maybe help me. It'd be nice. West Lincoln 21-19 over Ashbrook. South Point, South Carolina, 51-37 over Shelby. Alexander Central 28-8 over RS Central. Chase 42-16 over Cherryville. Let's see. Other scores in the area. Crest 46-21 over North Gaston. Watauga 28-20 over Burns. Bessemer City 36-8 over Christ the King. Drawn 69-34 over Highland Tech. South Caldwell 16-13 over Newton Conover. Brevard falls 28-21 to Irwin. North Henderson 48-34 over Owen. Andrews over Mitchell 26-14 Bunker Hill 41-0 over North Iredale. Maiden 27-21 over Christ School in overtime. Daniel, South Carolina 42-13 over Hendersonville. Patton 42-6 over Freedom. Pisgah 38-14 over Pickens. Mount Airy 55-0 over Ashe County. Robinson 22-10 over Carson. Franklin 21-14 over Swain County. Wilkes Central 30-8 over East Wilkes. Mount Pleasant falls at North Cabarrus 26-14, and South Stanley 21-16 at South Davidson. Those are the scores from around the area. Looking at the power poll, we will give you the exact updated power poll in the morning. I'm going to give you right now the top in no particular order. You're going to tune in tomorrow to find out who's going to be the number one team after tonight's games. Looking at the schedule, again, remember, in no particular order, these teams will be in the final top 6. These are my hints. The West Lincoln Rebels, Bunker Hill Bears, Statesville Greyhounds, Maiden Blue Devils, Chase Trojans, East Lincoln Mustangs, and Hendersonville Bearcats will be in the top 6. I will tell you the number 17. Probably going to be Bandies, and number 8, Shelby. 9, Burns might be at number 9 still. We'll see. Burns lost 2 straight, end up number 9. Didn't lose any points tonight, losing to a 4A school. So we'll talk about that in the morning and more. We've got, remember in the morning, we've got NASCAR. We've got NCAA, we pick the games. We let Tom and Terry pick the games. Then we've got week 1 NFL football, where I'll help pick the games as well. So we've got NFL picks, NCAA picks, Major League Baseball roundup, NASCAR roundup. I got a little preview from Logan when he stopped in. He's a NASCAR aficionado, and got a little bit of info from him and thoughts on this weekend's race and the playoffs moving forward. So we'll talk a little NASCAR tomorrow. Baseball. Touch on some NBA, not much to talk about, obviously, but the show's gonna be full of football tomorrow. We'll have high school scores in the morning. May talk to Coach Pruitt, may not, just depends. Might be busy. We'll have NCAA football scores and schedules, and NFL picks and more tomorrow morning on the Mitchum's Kitchen breakfast. We'll be eating Mitchum's breakfast on the Saturday Morning Sports Talk Show, brought to you by Friendship Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and Friendship Nissan up in Forest City. All right, tonight you've been listening to the North Carolina Full Throttle Powersports, ncfullthrottle.com show, and we're wrapping it up here. Of course, reminder that is a Western North Carolina football show. We don't do anything Charlotte-wise or East as far as that goes. We cover our 4 counties, which are in actually 5 different conferences. So we cover those 5 conferences here and who they play, and that's the reason for the teams we got. All right, next week, as I wrap it up here on the schedule again, one more time on next week's broadcast. Right now, Crest at Ashbrook, Bunker Hill at Lincoln, and Cherryville at Shelby, Bessemer City at Thomas Jefferson. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for tuning in to another Friday night on KTC Broadcasting. We love you guys. We hope you love us. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your comments on Twitter. Some of y'all are a little silly. Some of y'all are fun. We want to thank each and every one of you for listening. Remember to support our local advertisers, our local businesses, and our local schools. For Andre Bush and everyone else, KTCBroadcasting.com. This has been the Postgame Show, brought to you by Full Throttle Powersports, KTC Broadcasting.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 BX Series with audio packages, the much-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power